This video is going to show you how I cover my acne scarring, my blemishes, my pimples and everything else that comes along with the disgusting acne. I know. I'm going to start by using my normal foundation, which is from Arbonne, and it is called Perfecting Liquid Foundation SPF 15 in porcelain, and this is around an NW15 in MAC. All I'm going to do is start with my Real Techniques Samantha Chapman buffing brush, I think this is, yeah, buffing brush. And I'm going to put a pump of this onto my hand. I'm going to get a bit on my brush, but not loads, and then just dab it into my skin, like stippling it. This foundation's really good because it has light reflecting particles in it, so it will look more natural than if you had a really matte full coverage foundation. And I'm doing this video now because I promised somebody on Twitter that I would do this video for her, because I'm featuring the wonderful MAC's Select Cover Up. So if I zoom in, you can see that just with one layer of foundation, stippling it in and buffing, that already you can kind of get rid of the scarring with a full coverage foundation. Now I'm going to do the same with my concealer as I did with my foundation, and I'm just going to put a dab of this onto the back of my hand like so, and then I'm going to get another small amount and again stipple it on just like I did with the foundation. You see all these acne videos on YouTube with the people plastering loads of different layers on, and I don't think that's good at all, because A, it's going to get very, very uncomfortable as you go through the day. 2, you don't need that much really, and 3, it's going to get expensive having to buy all those products all again once you've finished all of them, and I mean 2 products is enough for your skin to cover it and give it a nice flawless base. If I zoom in again, I'll show you what it looks like now with this Select Cover Up on, because I really think it's a great foundation, concealer to cover. And voila! There is your almost perfect base. I like using this concealer more than a kind of creamy one of these kind of textured consistency ones, because I feel like these can get kind of cakey throughout the day, especially on my skin. So I like to use a liquid formula because I feel that it sinks to my skin better and it just works better with my skin, to be honest. You're going to need to powder so throughout the day your foundation doesn't slip about. For this I'm going to use my powder brush from Arbonne, also my powder from Arbonne, and it's just the sheer press powder. I'm going to dust it over my forehead and my chin and my nose. But then in the centre of my face I'm going to dab it so I don't knock any of that foundation whatsoever that we put down. Now, to bring a bit of life back to your face, because you have put 2 full high coverage concealers and foundations on, you're going to lose all the features of your face. So you're going to kind of have to put them back in through using a matte bronzer and maybe a highlight, because when you do powder it might get far too matte and just not look like real skin. But then if you like the matte look, then you don't have to put it on at all. So I'm taking yet again my Arbonne bronzer. This is a matte bronzer, and you probably know that NARS's Laguna bronzer is a very popular one. I'm wanting to get the Chanel Bronze Universelle. It's expensive, but I want to try it. The makeup-aholic in me is pushing for me to need to get it, even though I've got a bronzer. Is that bad? Anyway, I'm using any kind of fluffy brush. It mustn't be too dense, because it's just gonna not work. So I'm going to dab this in my product because it's quite dark. Shake off all the excess or put it like that in the pan, and then suck in your cheekbones and buff around where, from the top of your ear to the bottom of your cheek, and then up onto your temples, and down your nose and on your chin, really where all the places that the sun would hit. Then obviously to complete your look you can do eyeshadow and lipstick and mascara and all that malarkey, but I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and also leave in the comments what other videos you would like me to do, because it's all well me making them, but you've got to like watching them and you've got to want to watch them. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!